it's Chy'Ann Galore, redesigning faith and more, and thank you for tuning to another video. We will be doing 2 tutorials in one video. One will be liquifying gradients in Photoshop, and the other will be intertwining text in Illustrator. Overall, the style will be vintage. So if you want to continue to see this content, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so open up Photoshop. We're going to create a new file. We're going to use the preset details 1920 by 1080 pixel, and then the resolution will be 300. Background contents will be black. Press create. We're going to be using the gradient tool. So click on it and then go on the artboard and hold shift and just slowly peek like so. Now we're going to create this into a smart object. After that, we are going to use the move tool. Press alt and click and drag. Repeat this across the artboard until you get to the very end. It does not matter how far apart they are. Once you have a blind-like effect, select all of them by clicking and dragging, and then press Ctrl E to merge layers. Now go to filter, liquify. These are the settings that I'm using. The brush size is 1000, density is 50, and then pressure is 36. And just gently go across the artboard and create your shape that you desire. It does not have to look exactly like mine. Okay, once you have that desired look, then press OK. After that, we are going to go to filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur, and the radius will be 3 pixels. Say OK. After that, we are going to put a gradient map on top of this. So select new fill and then gradient map. This is totally up to you, but I will be using a preset that I downloaded on Gumroad by Design Syndrome, and I can link this in the description below. It's a free download. I'll be using the folder vintage, and I'll be using this one. Say okay. Then we're going to add a grain on top of this. So make a new fill, solid color. Try to make the color gray as best as possible. Doesn't matter really, but just some sort of gray. Say okay. And then go to filter, go to noise, add noise, and then yes, convert to smart object. Amount can be 45 or it's totally up to you. Gaussian and monochromatic, say okay. We're going to change the blending mode of this into overlay, and the fill will be 20%. Now let's create the intertwined text. So we're going to go into Illustrator, create a new file. The artboard size will be 1920 by 1080 pixels, and then we are going to change the orientation to landscape instead of portrait, and then raster effects 72 ppi, then press create. I'm going to change this stroke into none, and then the color will be black. Grab your text tool. We're going to be using 2 different fonts, and I'm going to use my brand name, Chy'Ann Galore. So the Chy'Ann will be script and the Galore will be a serif text. So I'll do Chy'Ann first for the script, and I'll change the size to 72 points so you can see it. We are going to scale it more, but for now, I'm going to type in Chy'Ann, and then now I'm about to scale it. Use the move or select tool. Well, it's considered the select tool, and then scale it by holding shift and click and drag. And I'll make sure it fills the entire artboard like so. I'm going to change the color to orange. Then we're going to change the font to a script, and I'll link this in the description below. Now we are going to create outlines for this. So press Control Shift O if you're on Windows, and then use the alignment options to center it in the middle of the artboard. All right. Next, we're going to do the second text, which is the Galore serif. We're going to change the font to Edition Regular, and then the color will be black. And we're going to type in Galore, and I'm going to scale it, and then I'm going to distort it just a little bit by just simply clicking down, and then just arrange it to your liking. Create outline, so press Control Shift O, and then use the alignment options up here to center it in the middle of the artboard. Now select both texts, go to Object, Intertwine, make. Now it gives you the option to hover over the text of where you want them to intertwine. So for example, you can see that it changes color into this type of mosaic look. So click on it and it does all the work for you. If you don't want it to look like this, you can always unclick it. And that's how you change it back to the original. But for now, this is the way I want it to look. Just keep clicking on the areas you would like the text to be intertwined. All right, I intertwined my text. Now I can select both of them, which will already be selected, and then press Ctrl+C to copy. Go back to Photoshop and paste it onto the artboard. Paste it as a smart object, say OK, say done, and then we're going to add a drop shadow. To do this, go to the Vector Smart Object, right click, blending options, and then press drop shadow. If you don't see it on the styles, then go here and then add drop shadow. But I see it right here, so check it. And these settings are entirely up to you, but this is how I have mine. You can always change the opacity to whatever you would like. I'm just gonna do a soft shadow in the back, not too much. So I'll do 40%. And the spread is entirely up to you. You can do less or you can do more. And the size is entirely up to you as well. So these are the settings I'm using for my text. Say OK. This is how you liquify gradients in Photoshop and how to intertwine text in Illustrator. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. See y'all next time. Have a blessed one, y'all. Peace.